Welcome to So Many Mechanics, and we're going to talk about port production today and my favorite mistake. Yes, yeah, people make money off mistakes all the time. So we're going to talk about this mistake right here. So we're going to talk about port real quick. So port production and how this late bottle vintage called Quarles Harris 2007 coincides with it. So port, it's fortified. So you take the main 6 varietals, Tinto Sal, Toriga Nacional. I mean, we can go over those if you want. It's not really all that necessary for this particular discussion. We'll get to that another time. You take those grapes, you crush them, juice comes out, you put them in the fermentation tank, convert sugar into alcohol, and you stop. The fermentation stops by pouring distilled spirit, brandied, into that mixture, and it stops the fermentation, stops converting sugars into alcohol. Next thing you know, you're like, okay, I got fortified wine. Now we're going to characterize it. And for this after dinner endeavor, drink endeavor. So we have different categories. So we have a ruby port, where it's the least expensive output. You take that juice straight from the fortified, you just let it rest in a fermentation tank, and you just let it marinate for a while. The acid has nowhere to go. Lots of red fruit tones. I mean, just very cherry, very acidic. Hits you right in the mouth, right at the get-go for that dessert wine. Then there's tawny. Tawny is going to be more of a nutty, more prune, more raisined tone, and that's because we aged that port in oak barrels, and that wood would soften with its vanilla, will soften the port, absorb a lot of the acidity that the wine would offer, the fortified wine would offer. Then there's codientas. Codientas is where it's aged and it's a vintage year, vintage meaning the actual year stated. It can be 10 years, 20 years, you know, however. But to that process is where a mistake happens. So sometimes we want to check a little too early. You know, when you have something baked in the oven and you just check it by opening up the oven, but it just throws off the timing of that pastry you're making or that pie you're making. That's what winemakers do. And this mistake happened. It's called a late bottle vintage. The wine is aged for 4 to 6 years. And, you know, sometimes when that wine's not going to turn out the way you want, or if you check it too soon, it may not reach its full maximum codienta status. So you're thinking to yourself, ooh, I'm going to sell this. This is where that mistake comes in. You're like, all right, well, I'm going to sell it. Not what I want. And apparently people make money off of that. So, that being said, we're going to go over this Quarles Harris late bottle vintage port bill, 2007. I saw this at Trader Joe's. I'm thinking, oh my God, really? We're selling this for like $18 a bottle, and they have like the vintage years of 2007, 2005, 2000, 1994. If you see those on a label and it's port, you must grab them. I did, Trader Joe's. So we're just going to taste this real fast, and then we're going to go run away because I'm going to put this in some ice cream and just eat away. I think that's the best pairing with this. So, but on the nose, chocolate, mocha, blueberry, blackberry. That's the big 4 I get out of that. Let's taste. It's big. I mean, the acid still is really prevalent. You get that little bite. I get 2 sets of flavor. I get that chocolate and blueberry resting on the tip of my tongue, and I get that little woodsy raisin, a little bite in the middle of my tongue. It goes down very softly. And to find a 2007 port for $18 a bottle, it's a stupid price. I cannot believe I found this. I had to buy it, and I had to talk about it. So again, this port, best with ice cream. If you find one, you feel the need to decant it by separating all that sediment at the bottom. Just be aware that you're actually potentially rupturing the item, where the shelf life could last 3 weeks to a month. By decanting it, it might go in about a week. Just want to make you very forewarned about this. So, that being said, you're probably finding, if you go to Trader Joe's and you find this Quarles Harris Late Bottle Vintage 2007, you are finding a ridiculous deal. Ridiculous. Just want to throw it out there for you. Get your ice cream, buy the bottle, have a wonderful night. And this is Sommelier Mechanics. Hey guys, thank you for watching. I hope this video, along with all my other information, will help develop the sommelier in you. Come to my website and learn more.